Today I'm going to show you something really exciting. I'm talking about how you can create your own AI character, just like me. A fully talking, moving, consistent AI personality. Step by step. No skipped parts, no secrets. Whether you're someone who's a bit camera shy or you just want to explore creating content in a whole new way, this is for you. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of videos out there that say, "Oh, just do this." And when you try it yourself, it either doesn't work or it feels like something's missing. I've been there too. So in this video, I'm going to break everything down properly so you can actually get results you're looking for. Let's get to it. First thing first, pick your tool. As you see, I go with OpenArt AI and I'm on the advanced plan, but you can pick and choose whatever suits you. Different plans comes with different amount of credits that you use to create your content with. And what I like about this is that you get a generous amount, access to tons of tools in one and the same workplace. And, if needed, you can always get more credits as you go. You do not have to wait until it renews. They do offer a free plan where you can try out their tools and so on, but I'd recommend you to upgrade as soon as possible to get the most out of it. Step 2. Create your character. So there's different ways to do this, but I'll show you two of them. Either you click the Create Character, and it will bring you here. Here you get two options. You can start off with an image if you already have one you'd like to use, or you can generate a character by describing them to the AI, where you can generate over and over again until you get one that you like. But me, however, before I create that consistent character, which costs a whole lot of credits, I go around this way because I want to have as much details and angles to my character as possible, so that it will be easier for the AI to maintain a consistent appearance throughout my generations. So, we click the image icon here to the left, then we select the Create Image option, and it will take us here. And this is exactly where you want to be right now. As you can see, I've already started generating, but I will explain how as we wait for them to be finished. If we take a look at the prompting display here, you see the different options you can play around with. What I do is this. 1. Pick what AI generator you want to use. For me, example, I change this to Nano Banana because I like the outcome. You might want to use a different style than I do, so you have to play around with this to see what suits you the most. 2. Write your prompt. In this field, you put in your prompt. With prompt, I mean that you put your text or explanation for what picture you want to create. And no, it doesn't have to be complicated right at the start. Our main focus is to simply just get our character and work from there. Once we have a starter image of a character that we like, we will be using the OMNI Reference to create different angles of our character, which we will need for consistency when using the Create Character option. The OMNI Reference works together with the prompt you type in. For example, if I give the OMNI Reference this picture and then write a prompt, the AI will use both the image and prompt for guidance of the next generated outcome. This is great when you need different angles for your character. You'll see more about this later in the video. In the output settings, you can choose the quality of the image and also the frame ratio. For example, if I want my generation to be suitable for TikTok, I'd simply just pick the 9:16 ratio. However, if I want it to be suitable for YouTube, I'd pick the 16:9 ratio. Make sure to always change these when you create so it suits whatever platform you are targeting. Now we have our first picture generated and it looks good. The reason I prompted like this was because 1. Without a shirt, it is easier to dress the character for later generations. 2. The AI will maintain the body so he won't have abs 1 second and tattoos the next. 3. You want a plain background as references to make it easier for the AI to generate with consistency. If there's a lot of things going on in the background, it will be harder for the AI to maintain the character's features. This is one of the most important keys in character consistency, where many people seem to fail or struggle. So now that we have our starter picture, we will use this as an OMNI Reference to generate more angles of him that we will later use for the Create a Character option. Now you can see that I've changed my prompt to work with the OMNI Reference to kind of force it to do as I want it to do. I needed a clearer and up-close image of him with the exact same setup and so on, and this is the best way to get it. So now I'll add this close-up picture of him to the OMNI Reference. The more you got, the better the outcome will be. Do not use this picture. The OMNI Reference might want to regenerate the camera in front of him because it thinks you want it and we do not. So now we will begin targeting his side profile angles. To do so, we only have to change this prompt slightly to get it to turn him around. So what I'll do is simply take this section and move it down. Now we are going to focus on this section and change it just a little bit to maintain as much of his looks as possible. Now what we want to do is get a side angle shot. So instead of looking straight into the camera, we will change the ending to make him turn and trying to get him to look towards the left side of the screen. Now let's hit the create button and see what we'll get. And just like that, we now have a side angle shot with the same setup and lighting. Looking pretty good to me. The prompt and Omni worked absolutely perfect with each other. Now we will repeat this step for the right angle shot and also for the shot from behind. And the best part is, we already have the prompt, so we only have to replace one word. From left to right. And here we have the right angle shot. Do you see how insanely good that is with perfect consistency? And do you know how many tries it took? 1. That's how good this way of creating is. Now back to the prompt. When creating this next shot that we want to be from behind, there's a few things we need to change. For example, in this middle part, we have to be clear that we want his back towards the camera. And don't forget to delete this part, or else you'll confuse the AI. Also, we have to take a look at this section here and change it to fit the picture we want to create. So instead of the camera being in front, it is now from behind. Now we have strictly guided the AI to show us the back of this character. And just like that, we got a smooth and perfect outcome on the first try. Now what I see is that the back is slightly different, so we have two options to go with. So now I will pick and choose the one I like more. And what I do is that I take a look at how he looks from a front angle, then I decide what back I think suits him more. And now that I have that, I think I'm going to go with this one. So I'll go ahead and delete this one here so I don't confuse myself later on. And now as you can see, we have everything that we need. Front shot, side angles and back angle. So now let's try to dress him up and put him into action just to see how well or bad these base pictures works. So now we will go back to the prompt and put him into action. To maintain consistency, I will change only this section and let the other parts remain as is. So let's try put him on a skateboard performing a stunt. So here's the full prompt. Base prompt, action, camera angle, and clothing. Then, hit create and wait with excitement. And there we have him, looking great, with perfect consistency. And here's the other picture. Do you see how insanely good that is? Well, now you know how to start. I think it might be time to wrap up this video so it won't be too long. If you like this video or want to know how to make them talk, move and have a consistent voice like me, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
To the